Off-screen training, let's go, bye. An intro, an outro, and possibly a middle ground. You never know with me, because right now I'm kind of loopy in the head, except I'm totally not. I am feeling a little bit under the weather though, but that's neither here nor there, because I said I'm fine, and I'm fine. That's where Apollo cut. Oh, shoot. Right. I activated a lot of cutscenes, and I forgot to mention all of this because I'm dumb. After you get the... After the Dawn Whitehorse dies, come back to Republica. There's a cutscene for you here. If you go to... Brain. You go to Desier. Or, not Desier, the continent is Desier. You come back here, there's a cutscene at the inn. There's nothing there for you. A new monster spawn here, but we'll take it on later because it is a Giganto monster, and it's a monster that I want to just get a little more prepared to the fight. There was another area that has a cutscene, and it's important for Duke's side quest. It's a Met Hill. A Met Hill near the grave. There is a cutscene with Duke. If you go back to Halur, I'm doing this like all after you get the airship. This is generally all the stuff that opens up to you. If you go back to Halur and go up next to the tree, you'll have a cutscene talking about a ghost and stuff, and you get a veil because of it. Because kids found the veil, and it's like, blah, blah, here you go. There's two wandering travelers in Halur too, like near the Elder's house. They say they'll go to rather a Torn Harbor or a Northern Harbor. I checked out where they are, nothing really special happened, and I don't know what to do with that. If you go back to... I forget which one this is, I think this is Torn Harbor. If you go back to Torn Harbor, go near the lighthouse, like the only house on the docks. You'll have a cutscene with Patty. I believe that can trigger anytime you have Patty in the party. It's basically Patty's little backstory. Nothing super special happened there. Heliodor has nothing. Dawngress has nothing that I'm aware of. Actually, Dawngress might have something I'm aware of, and I haven't checked that out yet. It's not integral for what I'm doing. I just want to see if it's here. If it's open to us yet. Knowing how this game works, it's probably not open to the public just yet, but once again, we're not going to really worry about that because all these side quests, if they're even remotely important, I'll cover them on my own time. Yep, not open yet. I think there's a side quest in Dawngress that is open, but we'll worry about that when we have the end game accessible to us, because every side quest I could have skipped was skipped by now that I was not aware of or just didn't have the time to do, blah blah blah. So pretty much we want to worry about going to towns for side quests until the end of the freaking game. So we were going to Mizuho, not Mizuho. Mizuho is Tales of Symphonia. Whatever, we're going to the Christian homeland, and I forgot where it is, because it doesn't move yet. And I did say yet on purpose, because it does move eventually. That's a good question. Where the hell are you, actually? Oh, there you are. Enter! Long time coming. The hometown, the home of the Christian. Miserlo. Miserlo? Miserlo. I can talk.
Man, this is amazing!
Yay!
Hey, look!
We're inside of Antilocadia. So that makes it even more impressive.
Chrétiens.
Hello.
Are they welcoming us?
Now this is a surprise. These visitors really are from the outside.
Wait, what? No, this is a surprise. Visitors are really from the outside.
Well, well. So it was you who called on Miorzo.
And what is this? How strange. What curious ornaments you wear.
Hey, it's not polite to stare, you know.
They haven't seen many humans. Calm down, Rita.
How are such children as yourselves able to come here?
She's talking about you, Patty.
I mean, she said children, so that could imply for you, too.
You too, Rita.
Is this monster in Antilocadia, perhaps?
It's Baul. Have you forgotten him? Oh, you're the one who descended to the Earth some years ago, right?
I believe Judith. Yes, Judith was your name.
Okay.
There was something you had to attend to, and...
Are you about finished? We would like to meet with the Elder.
Please feel free to do as you wish.
Okay.
He may be out for a walk again, though.
I mean, this town's not a big town, so it's fine.
Okay, so they're a bit weird.
That's actually called rude.
Weird, rude. I'm on partial for both.
You're one to talk, Rita.
You're blunt, Rita.
All Chrétiens are pretty much like that.
Like what?
Oh, easygoing, unafraid. We are dreamers and optimists, for better or worse.
The Chrétiens who live on the surface are like that too.
Okay.
Together with humans, the Chrétiens on the surface have lost some of their naivete.
So is the Elder like that too?
How should I put it? He's the perfect elder for weird people.
Okay.
Sounds like quite a unique individual. I'm trying to be nice here. This should be interesting.
Meet the Chrétien.
The Chrétiens are different than I imagined.
Oh man, I totally agree.
What's so different?
You know, more like... I thought they'd be more like you, Judith.
Yeah, I'm seeing far less skin than I expected. I mean, come on!
So that's what the two of you were looking forward to?
How juvenile.
What are you looking at me for? I was talking about our personality.
Seriously, let's have some decency here.
Is it me, or are you a little disappointed too, Yuri?
I'd like to ask the same thing, Yuri.
It's you.
Ah, man.
Yep. Look, I mean, like, they're human, so like they know there's different types of people out there. The Chrétien are, as you just said, just super weird. A cozy barrier that blocks out the wind and rain. Flows restores. Okay, so you're extremely rare, or when we can eventually buy you, probably extremely expensive. So I'm also gonna say this right now. This is roughly the 75% mark of the game, so we're almost done.
I never would have imagined there'd be a city
got-
in a place like this.
We've got a lousy 25% more to go through. 25? 25, 50, 75. Yeah. Sorry, once again, I'm in like an early stage of being sick, so my brain might not be fully functional yet.
There's so many types of Blastia I've never
It's
seen
fine.
before.
Looks like the Chrétiens really were the ones who created Blastia in the first place.
Yes, seeing all this Blastia makes it very easy to believe that.
It sure would be nice if we happened upon a way to do something about your power, Mrs. Stell.
Really, that would be nice, but
It's not working. It doesn't have a core. It's just the body.
Okay, that makes sense.
This city has stopped using Blastia. What you see here is what everyone threw out long ago.
Why would they do that?
Because that was the path we chose.
It's
That's
been a
what
long
it was.
time, Elder.
So you were the cause of all this commotion outside. You've returned to us.
These children are humans who are traveling with me.
Yep, so we're trustworthy.
This is Blastia, is it not?
Yes, it's my Bodhi Blastia that I use.
I thought that Earth dwellers had stopped using Blastia, like us.
do you not use the Blastia here because it uses a special formula too?
There are no normal or special types of Blastia.
Okay.
Blastia is made by crushing Apathea and processing those pieces with technology to produce cores, and through the absorption of air.
Interesting.
Hold it. Cores are made from crushed Apathea?
Indeed, that is what the stories say. It appears Apathea was too powerful in its original form. Even without that power, it is a stone more valuable than any precious gem.
Interesting.
This is why its power was restrained by breaking it into pieces and carving formulas into it. And our legends tell us that cores were always produced.
A bit ironic, huh?
Yeah, the apatheia that comes from Entelakea, who hate Blastia, is necessary to make the very Blastia that they hate.
Yep.
Maybe Pharaoh didn't tell us about Apatheia because he felt uncomfortable talking about it, you think?
Elder, there are many things I'd like to ask you about.
We're trying to find out what sort of role Blastia played in ancient times. And if Blastia ever brought disasters to this world, we'd like to know how they might have been stopped.
Oh, excuse me.
Yorzo must still have some folklore, right? Perhaps you could tell us what you know.
My home would be a better place to speak of such things. Please go inside and wait for me there.
Okay. Well, I know your house is, thankfully, because I've been here more than enough times.
Where are you going?
I was in the middle of my daily walk. I'll return to my house before too long.
Apatheia, Blastia, air disturbances, Entelakea. It looks like everything's connected.
We might even see more connections once he's told us the Critian folklore.
The Elder's house is the large building with a differently colored roof than all the others.
So the only one we can get to.
Patty,
Something tells me that the city was meant to be a lot bigger and you could freely explore it, but it's not.
I'm coming too.
It's not that big. It's probably small. It's probably the smallest city of the entire game.
You used to live in Yorzo, Judy?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
What sort of kid were you?
A little shy and overindulged, maybe?
A little shy.
That's hard to picture.
It is beyond imagining, isn't it?
Everyone told me I was a strange child.
Yes, I can see that. A child being called strange by strange people.
She must have been Judy-like since she was little.
I'd like to ask you all exactly what that means to each of you.
Judy gonna smack you. Wonder Chef! I forgot what we got here. I think it's pork belly or something. I don't remember. Yes, give me the reward. It is cream stew. I can actually go for some stew right now. Getting to that point where it's like, oh, I should start drinking some like hot liquids. It's, I mean, I've had people tell me stew could be taken in both cold and hot, or warm even. So I mean, I think I'm also just thinking more soup because stew and soup are different. Are you the market? You're not the market. You're the market. Yep. What do you have? What do you have? Is it anything good or anything bad? You have alright stuff. Ooh, but you do have new stuff for Patty. And I'm also, like, crap on money, so... Dark Crystal, what? Okay, that's a Judith weapon. Stronger. Queen Whip is for Rita, which you already had. Gaia Cleaver, Mithril Sword. Yo, what is up with this? Okay. I also wasted so much money buying other crap. Ah, freaking dang it. Why am I not surprised? You got a lot of food. I'll take whatever I can carry at this point. And with all my off-screen grinding, can I make anything? Of course I can't, because I'm not going for particular items right now. We'll do that later. So, here's the inn. Should be the inn. That's a mini game, which we won't tackle during this LP. And if I do tackle it, it'll be sped up. And here's Elder House. Well, time to go in and get the lore. Good old lore dump. Take a dump on the lore.
Do you think we should really just go in?
He told us to.
He's the one who told us to wait for him here.
I guess the Critians really are different.
They don't seem to be in any great rush to get things done, that's for sure.
I know, they certainly are weird, aren't they?
Actually, you're kind of like that too, Judith.
Oh, really?
That's funny, I don't see that at all.
Seems like Patty'd fit right in here too.
Might be nice to live here.
Ah, there you are.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I've kept you waiting. Now, please, step this way if you will.
Okay.
Huh? This is the very means by which the lore of Miorzo is passed on.
But, it's just a wall.
Judith, Use the Nagig as you touch the wall, and repeat these words.
Okay.
City of dreams, veiled in mist, reality's extension.
Time for Judith to do
City
something.
of dreams veiled in mist. Reality's extension?
Oh, this is where we learn this. Okay.
Whoa. So the Nagig can do this kind of stuff too.
You know about the Nagig. Through its power and the secret phrase handed down, the walls...
This painting is kind of creepy.
The Kritya, stewards of wisdom, founders of the mighty Garayos and ancient sages. Our misbegotten wisdom has sown only the seeds of ruin. The Blastia we created granted us blessings, but also blighted the air, lifeblood of this world.
Ooh.
Then Rita was right. There were disturbances in the air in the past.
That makes
You think
sense.
this is showing a disturbance in the air?
It looks more like the air is trying to eat the planet.
Oh boy.
It is said that a great mass of air threatened to swallow the very planet whole.
The blight grew ever stronger and brought forth a cataclysm. In our terror, we gave a name to the cataclysm, the Autophagos.
Autophagos. I think I spoiled that beforehand, but yep.
Autophagos. The world united to challenge the Autophagos and banish the loathsome power which created it.
Hey, could that be the Entelakea?
Possibly.
It does look a bit like monsters and humans fighting something off together.
Though the Garayo civilization was lost, the Autophagos was quelled in the end. The fact that we are all still here today is evidence enough of that.
Okay.
So then, is this painting showing the Autophagos being brought under control?
What is that?
Probably not under control, I would
It
say.
looks like a large ring. What is that?
I can't say. I've wondered that myself.
Hey, what's the last thing it says there?
Judy?
Hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the child of the full moon. The Autophagos disappeared into the void.
Ooh.
What?
The world's prayers. Life faded from the children of the full moon.
Our world was preserved, but the story shall remain here for generations to tell of our sin. 240th year of Asul. What's that supposed to mean?
That was a record,
There
clearly.
is no further explanation of what each of these phrases may mean. Our ancestors created the Blastia, which led to the downfall of their entire... They then chose to abandon the Blastia and sever their ties with the outside world.
Estelle!
Let her go.
This is all the lore of Muir.
Thanks. You've given us a lot to think about.
Thank
You
you.
know what's helpful? There's this magic cucumber that'll turn any dish into a gourmet meal.
Really now.
I think we'll pass. Could we trouble you for a place to rest a while? I feel we may need to impose on you until our friend has calmed down.
You are free to use the house next door. No one lives there right now.
Thank you. Okay, let's be going.
And we have another free inn to go to. The legend.
Everything the Elder said is true, isn't it?
His interpretation of the murals might not be perfect, but with all he told us, it was very convincing.
We knew this was a global problem once we talked to Pharaoh. He granted us time because he knew how we would react when we saw this.
He probably wanted to show us humanity ain't cut out to handle the situation.
And to make us give up on Estelle.
So everything's just going according to Pharaoh's plan then? I will not let that happen. Never. I won't give up on her.
Way to go, Rita. Show us some backbone. A lot of backbone, actually. I think Estelle is in the house? I think she's in the house. This is the inn I was talking about. Oh, never mind. Just cutscene happened.
The Cataclysm? The Autophagos?
If that legend's true, then maybe the power of the child of the full moon isn't the only thing to blame for bringing out the Autophagos.
Possibly.
But what about the hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the children of the full moon part?
Maybe they averted danger by killing the cause of the Autophagos, the children of the full moon.
Possibly.
But wait, aren't the Hermes Blastia the real cause? Can't we just stop those?
It might not be just the Hermes Blastia. That legend made it sound like all Blastia disturb the world's air.
Yep.
Right, Rita?
The elders
It's hard to
said
accept it, but you
Blastia
kind of
are
have to.
Blastia. There are no normal ones or special ones. I think that means the only thing that's different is how much air each formula uses.
Even the Blastia we're using?
Bodhi Blastia are special, but all Blastia utilize air in a formula. They're all the same, and formulas need air to work. The Hermes technique, the children of the full moon, they're probably only part of the danger. With more and more Blastia, the Autophagos will awaken. This is what the Entelekea are afraid of.
Yep.
That's what I was worried about.
Well, time makes a new tech.
Blastia couldn't be bad. The people who used them for evil were the bad ones. That's what I always believed. But I was wrong.
So does that mean we have to stop every Blastia? Like the people here in Myorzo did?
Aye. We should toss every Blastia in the trash. Gotta row our boats with oars, too.
That's impossible. We need Blastia for our everyday lives. Barrier Blastia, Aqua Blastia, Bodhi Blastia too.
Yeah, you're right.
So, it's really not possible?
Not entirely.
I couldn't take on a really tough monster if I didn't have this.
Yeah.
I wish we could use Blastia without worrying about consuming air. But I guess that's just a dream.
The Rhizomata formula.
What's that?
Rhizomata
All things
formula.
exist due to the sublimation, reduction, formation, and dispersion of air.
So, reducing the intake.
Some think that a still undiscovered theory could freely manipulate those essential mechanisms of air. Formulating that theory is the ultimate goal of current magical research by mages around the world.
Okay.
So that's the Rhizomata formula?
Sounds like it.
If it's found, manipulating air will become so much easier. Of course, we need a formula to reconstruct air from power that was originally converted from air. But Estelle's power is actually directly manipulating air. Estelle is the closest thing to the Rhizomata formula. If we can use a formula to interfere with and neutralize Estelle's power...
I don't really get it, but if you work out that formula thing, then Estelle can live in peace, right?
So by that logic, if we could control the excess of air, we could prevent provoking the Autophagos.
Yep.
Awesome!
Sounds difficult, but awesome.
So we're supposed to go looking for some formula that researchers all over the world can't find? Now you're really dreaming.
Well, it's better to dream than not to dream.
I will figure out this formula. For Estelle and for me.
Yeah, you do that.
Huh? Raven, where are you going?
For a walk. All this talk about saving the world, the ultimate goal of magical research. This conversation's a little much for old Raven to keep up with.
Yuri doesn't believe that for a second.
Possible, but the air is getting worse as we're sitting here.
Yeah, for now, we have to find whoever is making the Hermes Blastia. Otherwise, it'll be too late, just like Pharaoh said.
But how are we supposed to find whoever that is?
If we follow whoever's looking for Apatheia, they should lead us right to them.
So, the Knights, the Hunting Blades, and I would imagine most of the guilds at this point.
Boys are made from Apatheia, after all.
So Flynn and Nan and their friends.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll have to fight them.
Yeah, sadly.
That's kind of up to them.
What was that?
Ready to let the party. Same with Estelle. Well, time to go see Raven and or Estelle.
This Blastia is working. Why? This one is fitted with a core.
Something's written here. Warp Blastia?
So in other words, someone used this to leave Myorzo?
It looks that way.
Didn't they get rid of all the Blastia here? There shouldn't be any functioning, right?
Yes. At least that's how it should be.
Yep. Oh! I remember this part. Sorry, I just had a realization of what's going on.
Blastia be doing here?
It appears that someone's left the town.
Estelle. Where's Estelle?
Wait, and where'd the old man go?
Huh? You don't think both of them use this?
Yep.
What do you
Probably
mean?
not by choice for one of them.
The Blastia in our towns should have all lost their cores back in ancient times.
The core was probably brought in from outside the town. It should require adjustment to function properly, but Estelle's an exception to the rules. If she can interact directly with air, she might also be able to reconstruct air to... But why would she...
Elder, could you get everyone to help us search to see if our friends are in town?
Let's look for them too.
They're gone.
I never should have left Estelle alone. Maybe I couldn't have done anything, but I should have stayed with her. She was so depressed.
You're not responsible for this. Beating yourself up over it won't bring her back.
I know.
And what happened to Raven?
He was acting a little strange.
You think they're working together?
I really doubt they'd both disappear at the same time.
But why just the two of them?
Don't make me start questioning your loyalties, Raven.
Yep. We're gonna have to start questioning a lot of things now. I think we're free to leave? Yeah, we're free to leave, but we need to get some information first. Oh boy, remember how I said the game picks up super fast at this point of the game? Yeah, it picks up super fast at this point of the game. Like, the final bit of the game is like a huge rush. Not here. Let's see. Is there a cutscene that is just for this? I know where I'm supposed to go. They got to another island. At least my brain remembers where to go, so I don't necessarily remember fully. I remember this is the part of the game where, oh, you're going to rather really love Raven or really hate Raven. There's going to be no in-between with this one. So I'm going to do it off camera. I'm going to look around town, talk to everyone, and see what we can get from them. And then we'll meet you guys in the next episode, probably in the world map. So I'll see you all later.